Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay, my friend, because you know why? Bad times don't last forever because after every storm there is a rainbow, and you're getting closer and closer every day to that rainbow, that pot of gold, that light in the tunnel, whichever one you prefer, my friend. Trust me, slow and steady wins the race. You're going to get to it. Manifestation is real as well as prayers. And I guarantee you, the more and more you pray, the more and more you put faith within yourself and believing in yourself, everything is going to be all right. But I also want you to know that we have to harbor over them bad times because the bad times had got us to the times that we want to be at right now. And I am super, super proud of y'all. Y'all got this. We're in fourth quarter of the year. We about to get everything settled out and done so we can enter 2026 on a new start. Okay? Okay. So once again, y'all, hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, hey y'all, what's up? What's popping? Y'all, we have made it to the last week of October, and I'm super, 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 super still shocked. But I'm super blessed to be able to say that we have made it this far. I hope October has been an eye opener for you guys. And if not, that's okay. That's all right because we have November and December before we enter the new year to get things together and to still, take our time and get things done. So this week's challenge I want for you guys to understand is that hold on, move a little too fast. I'm ready to give y'all the challenge of the week. But if you're new here, we are on the 20th newsletter. The 20th newsletter. Like, that's still mind blowing to me. Like, the 20th newsletter. 20. 20. And if you're new here, I started doing the newsletters when the podcast had turned 2 years old. And the reason why I wanted to do is because I was like, okay, not the fan. I don't like calling people fans. My supporters, it has been like flourishing and a lot of things just has been coming. So I was like, okay, why not create a newsletter for people who want to get it? Most of the time, the people that get it are guests that was already on the show or people that have gave me their email address that all you gotta do is click the link tree. The link tree is in every bio that you guys listen or watch me on, as well as on my Instagram. And you just click the link tree and it has the icon, little tab where it says sign up for weekly newsletters. And you just put your email in there. And then once I see it, you will be on there. And it just was so crazy because I was like, okay, at first I was nervous about it because I'm like, okay, it may not go crazy or nothing like that. But y'all, the moment it dropped, like people really were like sending telling me I'm up to date on it, or oh my gosh, I didn't see it because my mailbox is full, my email's full of stuff and things like that. Nevertheless, y'all, I really, really do appreciate it a lot. And all the people that listen to me on the Vibing with E series, as well as the Vibing Out with Guest series, I really, really, really do appreciate y'all a lot. To the past guests, the present guests, the future guests, I really, really appreciate y'all a lot as well. And as always, like I say, we're international and national. Oh my gosh, it just be so mind-blowing to see that 2 years ago I wouldn't have thought that this would be where it is now due to it just started out for fun. And I didn't see myself even wanting to have people on my platform because of it was just for fun. I thought, okay, this is going to be a little hobby just for the fun of it, for me to just for fun. I didn't really think this was going to blow up, but when it did, I was like, okay, I'm taking advantage of this. I'm going to take advantage of what I got going on, and I'm going to have fun with it, but also, too, not only just having fun with it, learning as I go, because if you're new here, too, I'm also a social worker in training, a school social worker in training. So everything that I'm teaching y'all, I'm teaching my children that I serve. So, it's a win-win. So, yeah, I really do appreciate y'all, and I really, really hope that you guys, stick around and hopefully, send me some insight that you guys want to hear and other things of that nature. So, yeah. But yeah, y'all, we're flowing into the final week of October and our theme, healing, heritage, and habits. Thriving through change comes to a close with one final and freeing lesson, the art of letting go. And today is the wellness lesson, is a wellness 101 lesson. We're on wellness 101 lesson 20, which is so crazy that we have 20 we have made the mark of 20 newsletters, and we made it to the 20th wellness 101 lesson, and we have made the mark of 20 guest appearances. That right now we have 24 guest appearances. Like, what the heck, y'all? Like, I don't know nothing much to say, but I thank God for me being able to see that, because it's not easy. And I always say, like, I'm a one-man army ensemble, like Old Dirty Bastard said. So it's just like, it's a blessing. Like, I really do appreciate everything and everyone that has been on this journey, from the support, from being a guest, and everything of that nature. Like, I really, 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 really do appreciate y'all so much that y'all guys don't understand. Like, thank you so much. Like, literally, for everything that you guys have done for me. Like, y'all do not, like, I do not, how do I want to say this? Y'all support and love does not go unnoticed. There you go. It doesn't go unnoticed. Like, I really, really do appreciate it. And I thank you all so very much. So we're on Wellness 101 Lesson 20, and we're going to focus on the art of letting go. If you're new here, every last Wednesday of the month is a Wellness 101 lesson, and that lesson is just to give us a little deep dive into overall just preparing for the end of the month to enter a new month, and see how this month has impacted us, or what we need to learn, and what can we do to better ourselves within the next months to come. So this week is focus is all about releasing what no longer serves you, habits, fears, expectations, or even old versions of yourself. Growth happens when your hands are full of yesterday's weight. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means making space for what's meant to blossom next. So this week's challenge: reflect on one thing you're ready to release, a thought, a habit, or emotions that no longer aligns with your peace. Write it down and take a deep breath as you imagine yourself letting it go, or having video diaries of it, or saying it out loud, whichever one you want to do. Write it on the plate, people doing the plate and throwing. And I like that. I want to try, but I'm scared, because, like, sometimes my nerves get up when you break glass and stuff. Like, it's just a natural reaction that we have. Like, when glass and stuff breaks, it's like, oh, I'd be like, oh, hell no. Like, I don't know, but y'all know. But whatever you need to do just to release that thought, that habit, that feeling, emotion, even a person, place, a thing, like, do what's meant for you this week. I challenge you guys to do that, because this wellness lesson is all about letting go, the art of letting go of things that don't serve us a purpose no more, so that we can bring in things that serve a purpose, that has been waiting to blossom. And then, after every storm there's a rainbow, that rainbow that has been waiting to shine and harbor over us, or whatever the case may be. So remember, releasing is not a weakness, it's strength. You deserve the freedom that comes from choosing peace over pressure. You deserve the peace over pressure. You deserve the freedom that comes from choosing peace over pressure. You deserve it. You deserve peace rather than pressure. And one thing I'm going to say is, I am real big on my peace. I'm real big on my peace. I do not play by my peace. It takes a long time for some people to get to a place in their life where it's like, all they want is peace. This is the peace. This is what they serve, and things of that nature. And that's how I feel right now with everything that I have going on. Like, I'm at the peak right now. Like, I have found peace. I found my peace of mind, and I'm happy with it. And I'm going to protect my peace at all costs, because it takes a lot out of a person to get to this point in their life. And to anyone out there that has reached their peace stage, I honor you. I'm so proud of you. And for the ones that are working on it, same for you. I'm proud of you. I'm here for it. Someone studying wins the race. Take your time, but also do not beat yourself up about it. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. Like, getting peace and finding peace is not going to happen overnight. Like, you have to wait and take some things out. Like, you have to see what's really for you, because what's for me maybe not be for you, and what's for you may not be for me. But the whole purpose is you being able to know, like, this is for me, and I'm going to keep going with this, as well as seeing what can I take and what I cannot take. Okay? So yes, y'all. So, like I told y'all, it's a wellness day, And most of the time with wellness days, y'all, I be so cool, calm, collect. I don't be too like over preachy, feel like moment. But I feel like too, even in wellness lessons, you gotta preach the word a little bit too and give the jewels because it's important. So, Vibing with E, weekly vibe check where meaningful conversations meet growth and real life connections. The week of October 29th, 2025 is a Wednesday drop. Hello. And today we're on the new episode of the 127th episode of Vibing with E. And today's episode is the Wellness 101, Lesson 20, The Art of Letting Go. And the reason why I wanted to do the Art of Letting Go because impacting with our theme for this month of October is we're healing heritage and the habits that heals. So in everything that involves with healing, and heritage and habits, we have to also learn the art and the stability of letting things go. We have to learn how to let things go, but as well as be able to walk into our truth and to be able to feel free and be comfortable in the peaceful stages that we have been manifesting and praying for. So that's why I really wanted to deep dive into the art of letting go, but I wanted to do it as a wellness lesson because this is not only just a lesson, but it's a part of your wellness that's going to help you to understand why it's important to let things go, people go, or just let things go, period, for you to see the brighter days in your life and to see new things to come. As well as I had to learn this too, that I'm also learning with you guys, and I'm teaching my students that it's okay to let things go that doesn't serve us a purpose no more. It's okay to let go of people that doesn't serve us a purpose no more. It's okay to just be free and be able to understand the art of letting it go, because sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, as well as actions speak louder than words. Sometimes you have to have those things come into play to take over than sometimes us having to say it out our mouths. Because, growing up, for me, my parents were like, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. And that stuck with me forever. Like, I even tell my students that, like, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. And my siblings, like, sometimes too, you got to show them better than you can tell them on certain stuff. When you set that boundary, but overall, you come to the conclusion and the point of your life where, enough is enough. This doesn't serve me a purpose. This person doesn't serve me a purpose, but nevertheless, this does not sit well with me, and this doesn't impact with what I want. It's mentally draining. It's physically exhausting, emotionally, wellness, spiritually, even financially. Now I'm talking more within finance because we're in a time right now where finances also can have you drained to the point where they are social workers and therapists and counselors out there that even help you with your finances. Okay, so don't take advantage of it. Take advantage. Don't take it for granted. Take advantage of it. Okay, so. Yeah, the art of letting go. I feel like this wellness lesson is going to be top tier because we're in that season 2. We're in the 4th quarter. We're about to enter a new year. And some things we have to leave behind in order for us to start off fresh, like within a new year. Certain things, certain people, we have to let them stay where they are because we're in a time where we are preparing for what's to come for us. We are preparing for a lifestyle that we have been manifesting and praying for, but let alone we are in a space of I've been through enough. I fought a good fight. And I fought so hard, but now it's like I have to let these things go. And understanding the art of letting go is me being able to not be afraid or to be ashamed of why I'm doing what I'm doing and not having to feel guilty about it. Because that's one thing that I feel as though with us as humans, when we do so much and we are who we are, we feel guilty about some of the things that we do. And it feel like it harbors over us, and it feel like it haunts us, and it makes us feel like a guilty conscience. When all nationality, my friend, I'm gonna let you know, do not feel guilty about it. Do not feel ashamed about it because you're human. Everyone has times and places in their life where things doesn't serve them a purpose no more. Where people may not be sometimes people are not who they are no more to us. Sometimes the vibe not right no more. Sometimes the energy is not there. It's not like we don't like you no more. It's just that we have to go our separate ways. And I'm going to forever love you, but we have to love each other from a distance. Things like that. Companies, sometimes the companies that we work for and stuff, it doesn't bring us any peace no more. Sometimes the things that we used to do, we love is not for us, and that we now have to understand that we have to let this go for the peace of us. The art of letting it go, but also too, just being able to understand that the freedom comes with peace. The freedom, you deserve the freedom that chooses You deserve the freedom that comes from peace over pressure. And that's impacting with this episode, this vibe of the day, this wellness lesson of the day. So this week's episode is a soft yet powerful reminder that peace often begins with release. And the art of letting go, we explore how to detach from what drains you, forget what can't be changed, and trust the timing of your journey. Letting go doesn't erase your story, it reframes it. So, like, going to the saying too, like, I forgive, but I won't forget. That's a prime example. Like, I'm going to forget, but I'm not going to forget it. We don't want to erase it. We just want to frame it a different way. And we want to see the brighter days in it. We don't want to be stuck and stagnant on a situation that drained us, that didn't let us get to be able to see the art of it, the good in it. So, yeah. In this episode, we'll cover the emotional and spiritual freedom that comes with release, how to identify what weighs you down mentally, emotionally, or energizingly, gentle practice to help you process and let go with grace, the difference between holding on in fear and holding space in faith, the difference between, why letting go is one of the highest form of self-love. That's another thing too within the wellness lessons I love talking about is everything is also impacted with you, with self-awareness, self-love, self-emotions, as well as education and learning about it too, because you know what's best for you. I could give you the tools that can help you, but you know what you can take and what you cannot take. You know what piece of evidence or some type of tool or source that's able to help you, but you know what you really need to fix this, to cook this recipe up and to make it what you want it to be. So yeah, y'all, this conversation is a reminder that peace and purpose requires room to grow. Sometimes the healing isn't adding more, it's in final releasing what's been holding you back. Okay? And this week, y'all, again, we do not have, I won't say this week again, because last week we had a Vibe It Out with Guest appearance. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But this week, y'all, Vibe It Out with Guest, there's no guests this week. Vibe It Out with Guests is proof that every story, no matter where you start, has power to inspire others. The series continue to grow, and today's episode is a reminder of why we started real conversations that inspires, uplift, and connect. However, this week there's no Vibing Out with Guests session, but don't worry, the vibes continue. So take the time to revisit your favorite past guest episodes, reflect on your growth this month, and rest your mind before stepping into November's new energy. So yeah, y'all, remember the pause between seasons is where wisdom settles in. I want to add that into y'all because I even had to understand that sometimes the flow that I had during the summer and stuff for y'all, it was there. Like, and during graduation, the time of preparing for graduation and everything, like I was really getting to it. But sometimes it comes to a point where that you have to be able to take a pause. And the pause between seasons is where your wisdom settles in. So, sometimes we have to take a pause. Like, we be on a run. I'm on a money run and stuff. But sometimes I got to pause on this run to really think of what's new to come, as well as to push more out for you guys to keep y'all still, up to date and in the loop. But also for me, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, okay? So, yes, I thank you all so much with that part, too. But yes, I really hope that you guys take the time to look back at any appearance that you love so much or any appearance you didn't get a chance to really sit down and watch really, but you want to deep dive a little bit more too. But yeah, this is time for you again to just sit back and, catch up or like take a deep dive into this person. So yeah. And the quote of the week, y'all, is sometimes letting go is an art of far greatest power than holding on. Let's think about that for a moment. Sometimes letting go is an art of far greater power than holding on. And we're going to deep dive into that. But also, y'all, please stay connected. Follow the podcast page on IG at vibing.with.E. Use the hashtag VibingWithE to share your reflections, release, and favorite lessons from this month's journey, or even any guest appearances as well. And until the next vibe, guys, from your host, Vibing with E. Okay, so y'all, let's get into it. Let's take a deep dive now into today's wellness lesson. I'm super excited now because I got y'all. Now that I got y'all attention, I gave y'all a little 1, 2, 3 little heads up or whatever on what's going on and what we're going to talk about. Now let's deep dive into the whole wellness lesson impacting the art of letting go. So let's get to it. As always, y'all, hold on, y'all. Because also, too, I'm preparing for November. I'm super excited about November, but I'm a little bit scared because, sometimes I want to keep talking about certain stuff. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is a wellness and educational podcast. So some things may be repeated sometimes because you might have to freestyle and format it into so many ways. That drop. It's so many ways for people to understand. So, yeah, excuse me, y'all. Y'all know I get so parched. If you're new here, I get parched so fast because I talk so much. My throat gets dry. Like, okay, I need some H2O, some Gatorade, or something to quench my thirst because it be too much. And y'all, I had a smoothie earlier in my cup for breakfast. This was my breakfast, my smoothie, and it helped me. But still, I still get, I don't know. My throat still gets dry. When you talk so much, it's like, God, leave. Oh, yeah. So now I got y'all attention. Without further ado, whether you're on the go or on the move, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing today's Wellness 101 Lesson 20. Because as always, every vibe of the day, as well as Wellness 101 lesson is always the banger. It's always the vibe, okay? So turn me up on your PCs, your phones, your speakers, the car radios, whatever way you listen to me, because every vibe of the day wellness lesson of the day is something special. Y'all, I have not said that in a minute. I feel like, I feel like I've not said that in a minute. Oh my gosh. But I'm back. We back saying that, okay? Because I know like life be life, and sometimes too, even with me, like if I don't go to church in person, I am churches on full blast on my TV or on my iPad, and if I'm cleaning up, doing the daily prayer, or taking a note, I am locked in. And that's how I want y'all to be. Because even on my website, I can see how you guys listen to me. I see a lot of PCs on there. That's why I say PC first, because a lot of PCs be listed. They'll be listening to me on the PCs versus like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the website of the podcast, RRS, or whatever. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Once again, I love y'all forever. Thank y'all for squeezing me into y'all little, it's not to y'all little, but squeezing my little podcast into y'all big lives, because I understand, like, just even being able to just be like, okay, let me see what's up with E, or let me figure out who E is, and I thank y'all for putting me into y'all life. Like, I seen a quote where it was like, thank you guys for squeezing me in within y'all appointments, because this economy that we live in. One of my friends, she is a hairstylist. She put that in there, and I was like, that's so funny, because I just thought of it. I'm like, I thank you guys for even taking the time out y'all day to listen to me, because life be life in it. Because y'all gonna be listening to anybody else or listen to music or whatever, but y'all want to listen to me. So thank you. I appreciate it so much. Like, y'all just don't know. So, once again, today's Wellness 101 Lesson 20 is all about the art of letting go. If you're new here, I break down every Bible today and Wellness 101 Lesson of the day with the definitions, the 5 W's, the quote of the day again. The quote of the day is the quote of the week. And thank you for tapping in a little bit of tips. And yeah, so these notes are also impacted with how I feel, a little bit of research, as well as just going off the dome. Cool beans? Cool beans. So let's get into it. Once again, I'm going to introduce the wellness lesson of the day. Today's wellness lesson of the day is Wellness 101 Lesson 20, the art of letting go. And now let's get into it. So what is the definition of it? Like, what is the main reason of this wellness lesson? Like, what is it about? What is it going to help with you and I? And why is this so important? So definition, impact of like, who's this for? Why is this for you? And things of that nature. So this wellness lesson, this Wellness 101 lesson, is about releasing what no longer serves your peace. Whatever is a habit, mindset, fear, or relationship. The art of letting go isn't about forgetting or giving up. It's about freeing yourself from what's been holding you back, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Letting go allows healing into place where holding on has caused pain. It's an act of courage that opens the door to peace, clarity, and growth. So basically, like my little summary that I gave y'all in the beginning of why I felt like this wellness lesson was very important to end off the month of October, going back to the theme of healing, heritage, and habits for a healthier you. I feel like this was very important to slide in, but also to end off the month of October on a good note due to, like I just said, the theme of this month was healing habits, healing heritage and habits for a healthier you, but also too, like we in the fourth quarter. We're preparing to go into the new year, to start a new quarter, to start a new year. I feel like it was very important for us to sit back and talk about this, but also unpack the things that we have going on. Because like I say, not only are these vibes I'm teaching y'all, but I'm also teaching my students because it's also helping them understand and also know that it's okay to go through these things. And it's okay to go through things in life that at times doesn't serve your purpose no more. It's okay to not want to stay stagnant with a person, place, or thing. It's okay to be able to say that you want more for yourself and don't feel guilty about it. It's okay for you to have the voice as well as the courage to say, I want peace, I want clarity, and I want growth. I want a whole new restart for myself. I want to see more for myself. I want to be able to be happy, but in order for me to be happy, I have to understand and be mindful of it's okay to let things go without feeling guilty about it, as well as not forgetting it, but also honoring it as like I've been through this, but this is not going to break me. It's a part of my story, but it's not going to break me. It helped me in so many ways. Like going back to what I tell you guys, bad times don't last forever because after every storm there is a rainbow. But you still want to honor those bad times because them bad times had helped you to get to the place that you are now to see the good times in your life. This is the whole purpose of the art of letting go. The art of letting go is I'm going to protect my peace at all costs, but I'm also going to not forget where I came from and the place that I've been through because they helped me to understand that I don't want this to happen again. I don't want this person to do this ever to me again. I don't want to be in this type of situation again. You know, all those things happen, but the whole purpose of the art of letting go is you being able to say, okay, enough is enough before it gets to a point where it blows up, or it gets to a point where it blows up and it's like, okay, now I need to think about me, but also think of what really matters to me. Do I want to keep on living in this reality of going through this with this person, going through this with this situation, with this job, with this career, and with myself as a whole? Like, you have to really think what serves a purpose for you. And the art of letting go does not make you less of a person. The art of letting go goes to show that you're in charge and in control of your life because you know what serves a purpose for you and what does not serve a purpose. But also being able to honor the fact that, yes, you go through things, I go through things, but that doesn't make me less of a person. What makes you a better person, as well as being able to say, like, look, I say within my profession, and as a person that dealt with it, is the boldest and the hardest step for a person to do is to admit that they're willing to change or they have a problem. Because once you get that's the hardest pill to swallow and the hardest piece of truth to take out, to put out in the world. But once you're able to say that, it's like, after you do that, it's like it's nothing else. You have nothing it's nothing else that can defeat you or can make you less of a person. Because that's one thing at times that we are afraid to say and tell the world that we have a problem or we are going through these things. But once you take that, it takes a brave soul to be able to say that to people and to be able to tell their story. And when I hear it from my students or people I may know in my life personally or professionally, I honor them and respect them because it takes so much out of a person to even want to break down that wall and be able to say, you know, I've been through this, I've been through that. And that helped me to understand that, you know, there are people out here that's willing to help me. And there are ways in which that I took advantage of getting the help that I need with these problems and being able to just be vocally free and not afraid to say, look, I'm going through this, or this is what's going on, or I have a problem with this. And when it comes to the art of letting go, when you're able to get all those things off your chest and you're willing to put in the work in the process of it, you're in the right direction of being able to let these things go. It's not going to happen overnight. Getting that peace, getting that clarity, and that growth is not going to happen overnight, because you have to deal with certain hurdles of still even having to put yourself in a mode where you have to practice this. Like, sometimes things used to eat us up so bad. How can I deal with this now when I'm in this new chapter of my life, being able to not let this defeat me no more, not letting this person try to take control of me, but also not letting this be my downfall and not letting me go back to what I was dealing with, because my goal is to go forward. Trust me, we all have those obstacles in life, but I guarantee you, my friend, the art of letting go is one of the biggest things that is hard, but you have to think. You have to do what's for you before you can do for anyone else. Going back into, you have to pour into your own cup before you can pour into others. You have to do for you and love on you and be that friend that you want in return for you before you can expect it out of someone else. Like within love, relationships, all the things that we desire, we have to make sure that we're giving that energy and time and space, mentally, physically, emotional, spiritually, and financially, stability, as well as our wellness into ourselves before we can pour it into others or expect that from others. So the art of letting go is, we're understanding that we're doing things that no longer serve us a purpose so that we can find that peace, regardless if it's a habit, a mindset, fear, or relationship. The art of letting go isn't about the fear, isn't about forgiving or giving up. It's allowing us to be free. It's allowing you to be free within your truth, as well as from you being able to let go of the things that has been holding you back emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Being able for you to let them things go will allow you to be able to step into that new chapter of your life, that you're willing to take that next step, that next risk on, for you to be able to live the peaceful life that you have been wanting, the peace you want to see in your life, that growth and that mindset that you have been manifesting and praying for, as well as the clarity that you have been also wanting to see and what you need in your life. It's not easy, my friend. But when you admit it, the hardest part is admitting that you want these things to happen. And once you get on the table, it's like, okay, you just did the hardest thing ever. And now you're here to put it in work. Because that's even hard too. Even sitting with someone or telling someone that you love dearly that you're going through something. It's hard. It's hell to even be like, look, I'm going through some ish. And I want you to just listen to me and help me in any type of ways to get through it. Because that's another thing too, in the human and health behavioral world, but human and health services world, behavioral, whatever y'all want to call it. Our job is to give you the tools that's necessary. We cannot do it for you because we cannot put in the work if you're not willing to take in the actions and the skills that we're giving you. Like my students, I have to remind them, like, my job as a school social worker is to help y'all academically and also mentally. But putting those two together with helping you motivate yourself as well as learning as you go. Mistakes are going to happen. They're bound to happen because you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. If that was the case, we will all be the same. And that's what I like about being different, because you may be good at something that I'm not, and I might be good at something you're not, but we're learning from it. But also learning that as humans, we're going to go through some ish, and that's what's going to help us and understand ourselves more, and also knowing what we've learned from that lesson. As well as with this lesson, you're going to learn that it's important. We're going to deep dive a little bit more on why it's important for you to understand the art of letting go, but mainly not feeling guilty about it, and also honoring it for you to step into this new chapter of your life that you have been manifesting, praying for, or just has been willing to start and don't know where to start at. Because, my friend, this impacts with everyone that is willing to change, everyone that is tired of being in a cycle of people pleasing or just holding on to things. If it's something or someone that has been really, something you've been really there for them, or this been really there for you and stuff, sometimes things are bound to happen. Some things we have to find a new rotation in. a new station, a new lifestyle. We got to switch it up. We got to dress things up. Sometimes we got to undress it and clear it up. So the art of letting go. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh, 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 ooh. That hurt so bad. The art of letting go does not make you less of a person, because we all go through things in our life. And that impacts with the first question to start off this wellness 101 lesson. The art of letting go is who is impacted by it. First things first, before I read off my notes, everyone is impacted by this. Everyone who is willing to take that next step into to a new chapter of their life, a new beginning for them, this impacts everyone. A student, a professional, a parent, a staff. I don't care what type of title you hold. This impacts with you. If you're ready to let go of things that doesn't serve you a purpose, people, places, or things that don't serve you a purpose no more, this impacts with you, my friend, because this is where you take that oath, that leap on faith of saying, you know what? I got to get my ish together. I don't want to keep going through this ish no more. I want this ish to be gone. And the way for me to do it, I have to do what's best for me. I got to put my boots on. I got to put my boots on and keep on marching, or march to another place, or, beat to another. What does it say? It's like the beat one, y'all, but my drum. I think about it. It's like something but the drums, like my own beat to drum. I don't know, y'all. I can't really think of it, but the boots one really was like, because marching, I put my big boy boots on and keep on marching, or march somewhere else, or beat to another, or put myself in another situation. Put myself in a place where it's going to bring me happiness, but also to not also have to keep harvesting over these things that has drained me and didn't serve me a purpose no more, or has put like a scar onto my life. I'm going to remember that scar, but I'm not going to let that scar defeat me every day. I'm not going to let this person or these things defeat me every day, because I have to look forward to something new every day. You have to look forward to something new every day. But I want you to honor those bad times, because the bad times is motivating you, and it has got you to the times that you want to be in. The new beginnings, that new chapter, whatever the case it is. Okay? So going back to who was impacted by this, like I said, everyone who ever carries emotional baggage or held on something out of fear, guilt, or comfort. So this is off my notes. Everyone who ever carried emotional baggage or held on to something out of fear, guilt, or comfort. Now, within fear, sometimes it's hard as hell for a person to let go of things in the art of fear, because at times it's things that impact them personally more than professionally, or the other way around. And what I want to say is, fear is going to happen, but you have to think, do you want to walk around in fear every day? Do you want to walk on eggshells every day? Do you want to be fearful every chance you get, to the point where it's like your people skills and stuff is going downhill? You being around people is going downhill. You yourself is going downhill, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, your wellness, as well as your financial, maybe stability. You as a whole, people that are going through, that's walking through fear and going through this right now, my friend, I want to tell you this. One monkey don't stop this show. And I want you to know that fear is going to happen within everything we do. But I don't want you to have that fear take control of who you are within, what are you doing within your life. Fear is going to happen. But it's going to be a point in time when you wake up, it's like, I don't want to be a fear every day. I need to do something about it. If you have to relocate, you got to leave these people alone, whatever your situation is, my friend. I want you to understand that this is not your forever. And this time is not going to be your forever. This is a time where you speak up and speak out of it. Do what's meant for you so you can let go of that. The art of letting go is understand, like, look, I cannot be in fear every day. I cannot fear my life or a person, place, or thing when they're probably living their best life. And trust me, it happens to us. I'm not going to say the best of us. It happens to us in general. But I want you to know this, my friend. Do not let that thing or that person fear you for life that is staring away the blessings that is coming for you. Take that risk and take the much time needed for you to find a way to be able to admit that you are in fear. And once you do that, please have people or go to a specialist that's able to help you get through this fear. Because I guarantee you, once you get to where you want to be, you have enhanced the art of letting go. You have enhanced the art of you being able to say, you know what? I was walking through fear, but I'm not letting that stop me. But I'm also not letting that defeat me because it happened. But I'm not going to let that happen to me again. And I pray that you get everything that you have been manifesting and praying for because it happens. As well as guilt. Guilt is one thing that we deal with every day. Sometimes we feel guilty about not saying how we feel. Or we feel guilty of letting this person go. Or we feel guilty of not doing this that coulda, shoulda, woulda stuff. My friend, this goes back to within fear. Talk to someone. Talk to someone to help you, to give you the tools to navigate into helping you understand that don't let this person, place, or thing make you feel guilty about something that you had to do, because in all nationality, you have the right to feel the way you feel. But you shouldn't walk around in fear, feeling guilty, and also being comfortable with it. Sometimes we be comfortable with things, and that makes us stagnant. One of my favorite words to say, stagnant. Because the reason why it's one of my favorite words to say, because sometimes I was in a position where I was stagnant. I felt comfortable with certain people and things that made me feel like, it is what it is. Like, I'm comfortable with it. It ain't nothing really going to change. But when I seen the cycle of things that was really eating me up and was really not serving me a purpose, I said, this ish got to stop now. Because I've been in all those three categories, having the fear of not knowing if someone will like me again. Having that guilty feeling of being guilty of saying how I felt to this person or these people or these things and letting go of it, as well as being comfortable as allowing people and places to do things to me. Nah, Sway. No. I said nope. Because I had to think too, if I allow this person, place, or thing to take control of me, they have me. And they puppet mastering me. I'm not going to let nothing or no one control me, because I have the keys to this ignition to take off when I want to and how I want things to go. I drive this boat, this bus, whatever. You don't want to walk around on eggshells and the feeling like, okay, I can't let this go because it's going to eat me, it's going to haunt me. No. Sometimes it's going to come up, but you have to be able to know how to deal with these things. And it's the hardest pill to ever swallow. But you have to think, what's best for you, my friend? Because sometimes, like going back to like feeling guilty, the fear, as well as being comfortable with things and people, sometimes them things and them people are not worried about us. But we're worried about them because of what we do and how we are as people. That we have to learn that at times, people are not going to do for you. I have to learn that too. People are not going to do for you like you do for them. And it's okay. But you also have to realize what serves you a purpose and what does not serve you a purpose. What is going to help you in the long run and what is not going to help you in the long run? What is going to help you to understand that, okay, I need to get my ish together, because if I don't get my ish together, this is going to keep building, piling up to the point where it's going to eat me up inside. And that's why, like I said, going back to students, parents, professionals, anybody that's navigating change can struggle with releasing control. We all struggle with it. But letting go is especially challenging for those who find identity or safety in routines or relationships. But it's also the most liberating step towards personal freedom. So if you're going through these emotional baggages that impact with, or holding on to something out of fear, guilt, or comfortability, or being comfortable in it, my friend, this is for you right here, right now. Please get the help that you need, or go to your reasons, not the seasonal people. Go to them people that you know for a fact is not going to judge you and they're going to help you, as well as give you resources, or you have resources to help you navigate the art of letting go. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. Sometimes it may take a year plus or a couple months for you to understand that what's meant for you and what's not meant for you, who's meant for you and what's not meant for you, as well as you learning as you go within the process. And once you see the change and you see how it impacts you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially at that. So you have to take risks and you have to take control of what's yours. You have to be in control of everything, because within the power of the art of letting go, you have the last say so in saying that how are you going to deal with this? How are you mentally, physically, emotionally going to handle this? And why is this important to you? And why is this going to make you better as a person? So you don't have to feel like you're walking on eggshells, because your peace matter. You have to make sure that your peace matter, as well as understanding that you deserve this in your lifestyle. I don't like when people have to go through these things in life and they feel like no one is there to help them. Because it's like, it's many people out here, and it's many people that have worked day and night, stayed up and got licenses up for people that are going through these issues. Like me, it takes a lot out of me to even do this, but I don't care what I'm going through, because I know I have a message, and I'm going to have this message out. I'm going to say this message out loud and proud, chin up, chest out, because not only is it helping someone, but it's helping me in return. But more of the story is helping someone, because if I cannot help a whole bunch of people, as long as I can help someone, because I've been there and I've done that, and I'm still going each and every day. And I know the feeling of having to deal with things that is a threat, it hovers over us, and it has us in a space where, like, we're scared, we're frightened, we have that fear of guilt, we have that fear of not knowing what to do, as well as we get comfortable in it. So if you're a student, a parent, a professional, whatever title you hold, my friend, this is for you, because within the art of letting go, not only is it going to change you, but it's going to help you in so many ways in your life, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, with you understanding what is meant for you, and why is this meant for you, and why is this so important for you, and why is this a reason for you to understand and navigate that you have the power, you have the key, you are in control of what's going on in your life, and you know what you can take and you know what you cannot take, because you know what's best for you, and you know within this chapter of you letting go, you're ready to take on the next step that no one can tell you what you cannot do. Because your feelings are valid, and you have the reasons and the resources for you to feel the way that you feel. Okay? And that taps into the next question. What is the benefit? So what is the benefit of the art of letting go? There's a lot that comes with it that I can tell y'all, like I did say. The art of letting go, one thing I would say the benefit of it is you being able to be free, having the freedom, the peace, the growth and clarity, and the stability to be able to say that I'm not going through these things no more. I'm not going to let this take over. I'm not going to let this control me no more. I'm not going to be in fear. I'm not going to feel guilty. I'm not going to be comfortable no more with these things. Because the benefit of this, the art of letting go, is me being able to say, you know what? I'm doing for me, and I'm going to do what's meant for me in this new chapter of my life, because I have a life that I want to live to the fullest, and I want things to happen for me. If you have children, people you take care of, your career, whatever the case may be, whatever your desire is. But the importance of letting go is whatever you define it as. Whatever you define it as, that's what matters to you the most. Because when you let go, you make space for new blessings, opportunities, and peace. It revolves emotional tense, lowers stress, and improves focus and overall well-being. Letting go builds emotional resentment. It teaches you to trust life timing and your ability to adapt. When you stop clinging to what's no longer aligned, you gain clarity on what truly matters and finding strength you didn't know you had. Now, let me say this. One thing that I'm learning within my time is being able to relentless with me being able to teach myself within trust again. When letting go of things and people that doesn't serve you a purpose no more, but also learning from them, it's hard as hell to learn how to trust again. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking on eggshells due to the things that has happened in my life with people, places, or things and situations. But I'm not going to bash it, because, all stories does not have a bad ending. Sometimes they have a happy ending to things that are bad. And some of those times that I had did result into not bad ending. However, it did eat me up, because I wouldn't think that this thing in my life or this situation or this place or these people in my life would not be in my life no more. Because of me, who I am, and what I stand for. I love people and I love hard. I'm an older sister. That's one. I'm a protector. I'm a provider. I believe in protecting, my siblings, my friends, my family at all costs. I believe in that, as well as who I am. I don't like saying this because sometimes people be like, those zodiac signs mess don't really matter, but sometimes people be like, it do, sometimes it don't. I don't know. I'm a Cancer. They say, I don't know nothing about this, but I be hearing all the time, you're ruled by the moon, you're controlled by the moon. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but hey, I'm gonna throw it out there. Y'all know, help me, educate me. But also tell my older sister, I'm a provider. I'm a provider. I am real big on people's feelings. I'm real big on emotions as well as mental health and wellness. I'm big on that. As well as to the way I carry myself as a female, nurture, provider. I'm really big on others. So when I've dealt through these things in my life with people in situations that really hurt me, the art of letting that go and them go was very hard. And every day I'm learning to trust again. Every day I'm learning not to self-sabotage things, because when you self-sabotage things, all the whatever narratives and stuff that we make in our head can really ruin a good chance with a person, a place, a profession, a thing, or whatever in our life. So I'm learning to give people the chance, as well as fully giving them the benefit of the doubt again, but also giving myself the benefit of the doubt and giving myself a pat on the back for even being able to put myself out there. Because when you are a person that was afraid to put yourself back out there again, and even taking that step forward within meeting new people and doing new things and trying new things and stuff, it's hard. But the art of letting those fears go, it takes time. Like every day I'm still like, sometimes I'm shy when I approach people in DMs or in person. Sometimes I'm afraid to give compliments because you don't know what people are. But for me, I feel like once I say it, they don't like it or not, I just feel like that's off my chest, and I feel like I'm able to be like, whew, it's not that bad. It's like I'm trying. You taking little baby steps, whatever the case may be. But when you let go, you making space for new blessings and opportunities and peace in your life. Those three things are valid, and those three things are key, and those three things are the beautiful things, the beautifulest things ever to happen in your life, when you are preparing, as well as you are in that space of you have let go. The art of you letting go of things that doesn't serve a purpose, or people that may not have served a purpose to you no more, that you might have to love from afar, things that ain't go so squeaky clean. But being able to let those things go and being able to sit and relax, as well as enjoy this new beginning or new chapter in your life, that's when you make the space for these beautiful blessings to blossom, these beautiful and amazing opportunities to come, as well as the peace that you have been manifesting and praying for, but overall you deserve. Because everyone deserves peace in life. Everybody deserves a peace of mind. Everybody deserves that happiness. Everybody deserves the things that they want in life that serves a purpose and that's positive. And it benefits everyone, because when you're able to release the emotional tensions, you are able to have lower stress levels. You're able to have that lower anxiety, some anxieties and depression, but also you're able to focus. Once you're able to let go of those things, the art of letting go too is you're being able to focus more, love on yourself more, let these new flourishing and the blessings are flourishing and taking on these new opportunities, as well as enjoying the peace that is coming within your life. Because once you let go of all the stuff, you're letting go, build up emotions. It's helping you it's teaching you and helping you to understand the art of, now that you let go, now we're learning trust again. We're learning to be adaptive in things. We're learning to see what's for us and what's not for us, as well as we're stop clinging on to what no longer aligns with us, that didn't gain us clarity, or what didn't truly matter to us. Because now we are now being able to find the strength that we didn't know that we had, by us being able to just let these things go. But overall understanding the art of letting go, it's not that bad. It's just how we make it. It's like life is what you make it. So it's how you want to control it, because you have the key and the ignition of your vehicle, your bus, your boat, whatever. You are in charge. You're the captain of this. You're the CEO, whatever you want to call it. This is your life, my friend. And you being able to let these things go, the art of letting them things go, and being able to, to being able to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm taking control. I know what's for me and I know what's not for me. And I want these blessings to flourish. I want these new opportunities. And I want this peace to come because I don't want you to go back into the reality of fear, guilt, and being comfortable. So it's important, and there's so many benefits on why it's important of the art of letting go. Because it's what you make it and how you make it, but also learning from these things as you go within your new beginning or new chapter of your life. So when should you let go? Before I get deep into this, you should let go the moment you had enough of the ish. I'm going to tell y'all a little story, not too long though. I knew it was time for me to let go of stuff when I was in the process of me getting into a career that I have been manifesting and praying for. I knew that it was time to let go of people, things that doesn't serve me a purpose. When I said enough is enough, when I was going through some things that I just had to realize that, some people are not meant to be in your life, and some things are not meant for you. I had to let things go when I felt unheard, unappreciated, as well as uncomfortable. One thing about me, when I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to say out loud or anything, because in life you have to leave a mystery to so many things. Sometimes you can't be an open book to everybody and everything. Sometimes you have to do things that's going to serve a purpose for you, even if it's protect your peace at all costs, as well as sometimes you got to save some traps. Sometimes you got to keep some things on lockdown. So for me, I knew it was time to let go of people and things when it just didn't serve me a purpose, and my emotions got the best of me. At times where I would question myself, like why I'm doing this, or why this not happening for me, or why is this person, or why there's a whole bunch of ish that I'm questioning myself about. And one thing I had to learn is that I don't need to question myself within the ish that's going on, because if we're being for real, it's just showing me that I have to let this ish go. This ish don't pay me or serve me a purpose no more. Me and this person or this thing, whatever the case may be, is not there no more. So I have to mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, wellness, my well-being, everything. I have to prepare for the art of letting go. And I made a vow to myself for my birthday this year that I'm going to get the help that's needed for me to be able to close that chapter in my life. I'm learning to forgive, but I'm not going to forget it. And I'm learning on what I can do day by day to really, navigate these things without having to go back in time and have those old feelings of feeling guilty, having fear, but also being comfortable with things that's been happening. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Once I was able to, day by day, I'm going to therapy. Well, every 2 weeks or so, I'm going to therapy and talking to my therapist. And I'm telling her how I feel, and she's giving me the tools to help me. The opportunities are flourishing. The blessings are coming, as well as the peace is coming to me that is needed for me to process and digest everything that's going on in my life. Because I took that vow. I made a promise. I took a vow to myself that, look, you getting up in age to the point where now, like, you got a lot on your plate. You're young, but you got some ish on your plate that you do not need nothing or no one taking the best out of you, and you don't need no distractions. After my birthday, I'm going to say like a good 4 to 5 days at that. I'm going to say 5 to 6 days after my birthday, I did my research. No, my birthday was on the 5th, July 15th. I did my research on July 19th, July 19th. It was on a Sunday church service. It was the third Sunday of the month. That is the youth and adults service at my church. And the pastor that was there, she was preaching. I think she was older. Well, the guest speaker that we had at church, she was preaching. And I felt that. I felt everything she was saying. Because when you enter these new chapters in your life and stuff, you want to be surrounded by people and things that serve you a purpose. And, this is for the younger crowd, because we are still learning as we go. The youth and young adults, we're still learning as we go. So she preaching, and I felt, I'm like, my birthday just passed. I just turned 20-something years old. I'm still young. I'm still in the peak of 20s. I I've been going through some ish that I went through from undergrad, as well as I don't want those problems to escalate when I go into grad school. So after service, I took my notes and I'm gonna look back at it too, y'all, and be like, look. I think I even wrote a note to myself, like, I need to get some help. I'm making a vow to myself that mentally I need to do what's best for me, because I'm up in that age where my mental health matters, as well as too, by me being a life coach / mental health advocate and social worker, I need to make sure too that my issues good, like my issues okay and stuff, before I can serve the children in my life that's going to come across me as a school social worker, as well as the guests or whoever is listening to me on my platform, that they understand that I'm giving them the tools that's necessary for them. So making a long story short, I took that vow July the 19th, before my mom and my little sister went out to the movies, because we had a thing too, like during the summer, we go out, and that was our week of going out. I said, okay. After church service, I did my notes and stuff like that. I looked up a therapist in my study. I said, okay, let me find me a therapist, because I went to counseling when I was in undergrad, but it wasn't consistently like I am now. So I'm gonna say this, and for the ones that's out there that's willing but scared to take that step, go talk to somebody about your ish, and don't feel embarrassed, because I'm telling y'all, when you have the power to look up therapy and the services that you need, there's a person that fits with every category. Grief, mental health, anxiety, bipolar, whatever situation you're looking for to heal in, there are professionals out here in the human and health behavior world that is specialized in these things, and you can talk to them. And the best thing I would say is that by me taking that leap on faith, as well as keeping that vow and that promise to myself to get help, this is August, September, October, 3 months later, I'm still getting the services that I need, because it's not going to happen overnight. And I'm learning as I go. So when it comes to when should you let go, the moment when you feel that you're about to enter a new chapter, or you want to start a new beginning of your life, whatever case may be, do it as soon as possible. Even if I don't like saying this, but sometimes for people it works. When a situation gets to a point where you cannot deal with this ish, that's where you need to take matters into your own hands to say, look, I'm not going through this issue again. I'm not going through this hellhole, whatever case may be again. I need to do what's for me. Or when things you see, some people see like it only takes one time for them to say like, look, this ish not for me. I'm not dealing with this hellhole. Something got to change. Or for some people like me, I'm going to say, I want to see the good. I want to see what's the good out of the person or the thing. I want to give it a chance. But sometimes you can't give things a people chance at the chance, because they're going to show you better than they can tell you in the first try, the first go around, the first impression is key. And sometimes it's going to tell you, look, this thing is not for you. And you need to think a little deep about it. So when should you let go? Whenever holding on begins to drain your energy, joy, and peace of mind. That's when you should start letting things go. Or letting go doesn't have to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a process that begins the moment you acknowledge what hurts you, what has been hurting you. Whether it's past mistakes, unrealistic expectations, or old versions of yourself, the right time is to release when you're ready to to reclaim your peace. Remember, letting go is not a sign of weakness, it's a decision to heal. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, it's a decision to heal. And I'm going to tell y'all this too. I took that decision to heal because I was dealing through these weakest times, that I felt guilty, and those things in my life, like the past mistakes that I did, the old version of myself was, I felt like, I want to not say haunting me, but was in my ear like, what the hell? And I said too, so in undergrad, I went to HBCU at that again. I was in front of social workers that are seasoned, that has been in the trenches before I was born, or while I was 1 or 2 years old. But they've been in the trenches down there decades, 2 decades. They even told me and my classmates, in order for you to get in this game, to get in this profession, you have to make sure that your issue's right. meaning that you have to make sure that you're getting help too. Because not only are you providing these tools, but you have to make sure that as you being the provider, you have to make sure your ish is there. It don't have to be squeaky clean, but long as you know how to handle your biases and your triggers, as well as to even the therapist has a therapist. The doctor has a therapist. Like, everybody has somebody in their corner because ish gets real. Like, it's not easy for no one. But the moment you feel as though you have been holding on to things that begins to drain your energy, your joy, your peace, or whatever the case may be, like a situation, like you see it firsthand, that is like, okay, I need to get this ish done or become a hellhole, or it gets to the point where it is a hellhole, get the help that you need now. Because when letting go doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't have to happen overnight. It's a process in which you're able to understand the art of letting go. It takes time, but also that you understand that you don't want these moments to keep hurting you. Because I want you guys to remember that letting go is not a sign of weakness. It's a decision of your healing journey. It's not a weakness, because weakness is when you keep letting this ish happen and keep letting it harbor over you. When you keep letting it happen, that's weakness. But when you say, F this weakness, I'm not letting this defeat me no more, this is where you take that oath of faith, that take it with a grain of salt, that you made the decision to let go of things that doesn't serve your purpose no more, to find the peace and happiness that you deserve, the blessings that you want, the opportunities that you want, as well as the things that serve you a purpose, the opportunities, the blessings, as well as the peace, because you're able to let them doors open for you to have the peace, clarity, and growth that you have been manifesting and praying for. Because my friend, is going to happen. So remember, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to happen. And don't let people think it's a sign of weakness when you're calling out for help. It's not. It's you really taking the time for you to see that I am ready to prepare for something in my life that I've been manifesting and praying for. Sometimes we cannot deal with the same routine. Sometimes we have to change routines, change things around for the better for us. You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for that man, that woman, nothing like that. You do for you. You know what's for you, and you know what's best for you. So if you're feeling this way, if you or a friend is going through this, or a family member, whatever, please give them the tools to understand that the art of letting go it's not going to affect you in a way that you think is going to hurt you. If anything, it's going to help you and heal in many places of you not being in fear no more, not you feeling guilty, as well as you being comfortable in this state of this stagnant. But it's going to help you understand that the more and more you let these things go, the blessings are coming, the opportunities are flowing, as well as the peace that you've been manifesting and praying for is here for you to be able to see the clarity that you've been manifesting for, as well as the growth within yourself. Do what's for you, my friend. Don't let no one or nothing dictate you, because you already are. If you're already going through enough, what else more can you take? Rather than taking the next step of doing what's for you and why does it matter for you. And that impacts with where does it matter the most. It matters the most in every area of your life. I don't care if it's your personal life, your professional life, relationship life, whatever. Whatever area that you feel like you have to install the art of letting go within, making sure that your peace, clarity, happiness, and stuff is there, do it. And understand that the art of letting it go, this is where it matters the most to you. And that's where you're going to make a change for it and not stay stagnant, feel guilty, and stay there out of the art of fear. Because in relationships, your goals and your self-talk, holding on to disappointment or negativity affects every area of your life, your work life, your focus, and your mental health. Practicing releasing in your daily life helps you approach everything with compassion, understanding, and balance. It matters most where you have been holding on the tightest. That also impacts with faith. You have to put faith into yourself to be able to understand, like, okay, this relationship doesn't serve me a purpose no more. And it may need to change because it may affect the goals that I have, my focus, and also the self-talk. Because it matters most within the art of you letting go for you to build on healthy relationships, for you to have the goals that you have been putting on the back burner come into play as well as having the self-talk. If you're new here, I'm big on a mirror conversation. Sometimes you have to have that mirror conversation with yourself. Be like, listen up, girl, boy, whatever the hell you want to identify yourself or whatever to prep talk you into the ish that you want to say to yourself. Hey, I don't care if it takes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 minutes to an hour. Have that talk with yourself because you know what's for you before the next person can. Some people, like going back into like the health and human behavioral world, our job is to give you the tools that's needed. We cannot jump into your body and do it. Because if we can jump into your body and do it, sometimes the ish may not go right because we don't know what you want to do. So, where does it matter the most? In the areas that you feel as though need to matter. In some situations, it matters in relationships. Some only matters in your goals, and some matters in self-talk, and some may be within professional, personal, whatever the case may be. What area in your life does it matter to most to you? To experience the art of letting go, do it right here and do it right now, because this is where you are taking control of what matters to you in your life and why is it going to serve you a purpose. Because when you hold on to disappointment or negative things that affect you in every area of your life, from your work life, your focus, and your mental health, that is going to drain you and it's not going to help you within the art of letting go. But when you're practicing the releasing in the daily life, that helps you in your approaches every day with you being more compassionate and more understanding and having that balance, it's going to matter the most. Where you've been holding on to those things tightly, you're able to release it. And the art of letting go is you're not holding on to things that don't serve you a purpose no more. You're not holding on to that man, that woman, that job, or that situation that had you in a dark place no more. Because once you take that oath and say, look, I need to let this ish go, or this has been running me a hellhole or whatever, that's where you are willing to say, you know what? I'm going to get up, put these boots on, and march my way to get the help that I need. Because if I keep going through this, I'm going to lead myself into a place that is not going to be happy. And I'm telling you this because sometimes these things happen to us when they happen to us when we don't get the proper healing that we need, that leads us to doing things that is so uncalled for, because we have these things where when we care so much, it hurt us, and that we try to get the other person to feel the same way, but sometimes they don't give a F. And sometimes for people like me, and maybe for you out there, it's hard to just don't give a F right away. Like we say, like, yeah, I don't give a F. Like, I don't, like, hell with that. It sounds good, but are we really putting in the work? This is the art of letting go. We saying these things, okay, now I want you to put your money where your mouth is. I want you to show me better than you can tell me. You said F this, you done with this person on this thing. The art of letting go is you putting in the actions. You're painting or drawing or sketching out the picture of you, the picture of that you've been wanting and manifesting and praying for, to show the world, like, look, I'm done. I let that go. I forgave that person, but I'm not going to forget. But I'm showing you better than I can tell you that I know how to handle my stuff. And I'm glad that I'm able to get to this point, because this is why it's so important to me. I found the peace of mind that I needed. I feel like a new person. This new chapter in my life, this new beginning, I'm at peace with my inner self. And I'm taking things day by day, and I'm not going to let nothing or no one stop my show, because I got control of this. Okay? And lastly, like I said, why is it important? Why is it so important for you to have the art of letting go of things that doesn't serve your purpose no more, but as well as seeing that this is needed to be happen. This needs to happen. Like, I need to let these things go, or let this person or place go, because I want something for myself. I want more. I want better, etc. The art of letting go is important because healing requires space. When your heart and mind are cluttered with the weight of yesterday, there's no room for tomorrow's peace. Letting go is how you honor yourself and your growth. It's the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. Remember, the act of release isn't about losing. It's about choosing peace over pain and faith over fear. And let's say that again. Remember, the act of release isn't about losing. It's about choosing peace over pain. I choose my peace over pain. I'm not choosing pain over peace no more. I'm not sitting in fear. I'm not feeling guilty, and I'm not being comfortable with pain no more. I am choosing peace. You're choosing peace. We're choosing peace over pain and faith over fear. I'm not having the fear control my faith. I'm choosing faith over fear because I'm letting that demon that's thinking, letting them know I'm not letting you control me no more. That's why it's important for you to understand the art of letting go is you being able to release anything that doesn't serve you a purpose no more. Choose that peace over the pain and choose that faith over the fear. Because when your heart and your mind been cluttered with so much BS that you have to weigh into, like the stuff that happened yesterday, you're not making room for the peace for tomorrow. You know, every day the sun is not going to shine. That's why you should love tomorrow. That's why it's important for you to take the actions now into the art of letting go of what happened yesterday so you can let the sunshine rain on you for today. Let go of all that drama, let go of all that stuff that don't serve you a purpose and people, places, things that don't serve you a purpose no more, my friend. Let tomorrow be a better start for you. Take that oath into letting yourself know, child, whatever you want to say to yourself, we have a problem. Or we need to change some ish so we can live a peaceful life. We want peace. I don't want to keep dealing with this pain. I want peace over pain. I want faith over fear. And my friend, you're going to get to it because when you take the steps that's needed for you to get out of these dark times, I guarantee you the art of you being able to let go of stuff, you're going to illustrate and draw out whatever the narrative of showing people better than you could tell them that, look, if I can do it, you can do it. But I'm also not going to let something or anyone control me no more because I have the keys to the ignition. I am willing to let go of things I'm letting go things that's going to be able to help me honor myself and my growth because there's a bridge between who I was, who I was, and to who I'm becoming. And I'm in the middle. I don't want to go back to what has drained me and what has made me stay this way. I want to go forward into what I want to see. I want to see what I can become and who is there for me and why are they there for me and why is important for me. Okay? And that impacts with, again, the quote of the day. Sometimes letting go is an act of fear. Sometimes letting go is far of greater power than holding on. My friend, you gotta let go of things that don't serve you a purpose no more. The art of letting go is let go of things that sometimes we fail that we shouldn't let go of, but we have to let it go to rest. We're not going to forget it, but we're going to forgive it. And we're going to let it do its job, but we have to walk forward. We can't live in those stagnant times. We can't stay stagnant in things that happened 20, 10 plus years ago when we're in a whole nother century, in a whole nother year, and about to enter a new year. We want to make sure that we're mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally prepared for what's to come rather than keep having these emotions and thoughts in our head that's taking control of what's in front of us. So my friend, or you or someone you know that's going through this right now, please give them the tools that I'm providing for you to let them know that it's okay to let these things go when you're ready, but don't wait till it's too late when it escalates. That will drive you crazy. That will lead you to doing something you don't want to do. Okay? So I thank you all for tapping in. And I want you guys to remember this. Letting go isn't about forgetting the past. It's about learning from it, forgiving yourself, and choosing to move forward lighter. This week, take one step towards release. Write it down, speak out, or simply simply breathe through it. You deserve the peace that comes with release. Remember, growth happens not only when you hold on, but when you finally allow yourself to let go of people and things that don't serve you a purpose anymore. Because that impacts with the art of letting go, with impacting the Wellness 101 Lesson 20, my friends. Boom. Straight like that. Straight like that. Straight like that. Okay? To the beautiful people out there, I thank you all so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me or listen to me. As always, I thank you all so very much. I hope you guys gained a lot of insight from today's Wellness 101 Lesson 20, The Art of Letting Go. Everything takes time and it takes a place and it takes a lot out of us to do these things. But I guarantee you, my friend, when you take that time out of your day to understand that I don't want to go through this no more, I don't want to deal with this no more, you are ready to step into the art of letting go. You're ready to illustrate these pictures or paint it or sketch it the way that you're willing to let it go and show people better than you can tell them, okay? As always, I love you all so very much. You got this. I'm here for you. Please listen to the episodes that I have and also listen to the Bob and I Guest series episodes too, because people that comes on to that series that, Bob and Up with guests also dealt with things that they learned from people and they're willing to teach you guys as well as I'm teaching you. So don't be afraid to get the help that you deserve because your peace matters. You want peace over pain and you want faith over fear. You don't want to be stagnant in these feelings of feeling guilty, of fear and comfortability. You want those blessings, you want those opportunities, and you want that peace of mind for yourself. Okay? I love you all so very much. I thank you all so very much for everything, the likes, the comments, subscribing, the listening, the watching, whatever the case may be. Please know that I'm here for y'all. Y'all can reach out through the emails, the DMs, whatever, because we all go through things in life and you are going to be able to tell your story in a beautiful way, okay? Please be safe out here. Enjoy. We're in fourth quarter. We're preparing for the new year. We're going to rock out and we're going to prepare for everything that comes. We're not going to let these seasonal depressions or anything stop us, okay? I love you all so very much again. Please be safe out here. And as always, it's okay to let things go because I impact with the art of letting things go. Okay? Bye. Wait, hold on. Until next time. Bye.